Hey, it's Dan. Welcome back. You're watching iAllegedly. And got a good one for you today. I am at the beautiful San Clemente Pier and Beach. Just absolutely stunning. Kind of looked like it was going to rain earlier today, but just a beautiful spot. And today we're going to cover how inflation is basically the ideal cover to overcharge people. And yes, it's real. Yes, it's out there. But a lot of companies are using this to take advantage of this. And there's a lot to cover in this video. Before I get into it, please take a second to hit the like button. Please take a second to subscribe to the channel. But let's get into it right away, okay? First things first, we've experienced inflation like we've never experienced in our lifetime. And you can sit there and say, oh, the 70s were so much worse. The 70s, you guys, were at 14%, was the peak inflation that we experienced in the 1970s. And that also included food and fuel wrapped into that whole mess in the 70s. Now, what we're seeing is everything costs more. Everything is delayed. Everything is blamed on inflation. You can't get an air conditioning piece? Well, it's the supply chain and inflation. Your car's late getting done from the mechanic, it's inflation. Everything is inflation right now. Now, here's the thing. There's a lot of things out there that are ridiculous that, certain companies have always been crazy, like Costco. Costco's had the ability to keep certain items inexpensive, but they've been forced lately to raise their prices on food items, and instead of charging just a fixed price for food, a lot of the food items are charged per pound now. So you think you're getting a deal when in fact you're really not getting a deal. That's happening all over the place. Now, you have to look at places like Tyson Foods that makes chicken and meat, poultry, all that stuff. Tyson Foods, quarter after quarter, is having their best quarters ever, and just had $1 billion in profit, up 25% over the previous quarter. And that is ridiculous that we're living through this and we're paying for this right now. Now, you can blame everything, and chicken's gone up and food has gone up, and we know that. But there's certain things, and in this video, that don't make sense. It's like, why are we paying more for insurance? How has inflation hit insurance companies? Okay, what are they making for the insurance companies? Okay, seriously. Your homeowner association dues to go up 40%. Why is that? Okay, is it costing more money all the way around to run the association? Sometimes it's not. The gardener, okay, is he charging more? Is it more money for water? Is it more money for everything? This is crazy that we're paying this. And the biggest problem is supplemental food costs. Tim Gebauer did a great article in Medium that's below, and he's talking about how all these small food items that we normally purchase that were once $5 are now $6, and it's not 10%, it's much higher than that, and he's just going to say no. He's going to turn it away. Now, the one thing that I've always gotten a kick out of is the people that wait in line to buy their gas at Costco to save 20 cents a gallon. Yes, it's a lot of money, and yes, it's a good savings, but what is your time worth? And I have a nephew that went to Wharton, and one Thanksgiving, my brother was talking about how I'll wait there 2 hours, it's great. And he's like, what's your time worth, And having him explain it makes it kind of like, yeah, you're wasting time. Now, yes, you can make phone calls, yes, you can do things, but what is it worth saving right now? We're starting to see things that there's no rhyme or reason to why this stuff is going up. But here's the one consistency that is affecting 100% of everything, and that is energy. And when you look at all the experts in the stories below, all they're talking about how we're going to see energy prices shoot through the roof. And the energy prices are going to go sky high, and they're going to go sky high for years to come. So if you think inflation in whole is going to go down, no. But there are companies out there that are taking advantage of this, and they're talking about CVS, Walgreens, all these different health food stores that are raising the price just to raise the price. So we're experiencing this, it's too much right now with everything, because not everything is going up. So the average house in Southern California. Think about this statistic. Sales are off 25%. As far as the number of sales, it's the slowest decline that we've had in almost 2 decades here in Southern California. Housing prices are starting to curb, but the average house payment is $3,341. $3,341. That's crazy, guys, that we're having that experience. So I have not met anybody that does not sell anything that is not telling me that they're not paying more for things. And it's across the board. And my favorite thing is we can't get it. We're going to charge you more. We're going to charge you more to come out. We're going to charge you more. Now, companies that used to give free estimates, barely are they doing that anymore. They're charging people left and right to do this right now. So with that happening, with that being said, you're going to see everything continue to go up. If you think you're going to see oil prices turn down anytime soon, you're kidding yourself, because the war in Russia, with Russia and Ukraine, is only going to continue right now, and there's any sign that we're going to see a downturn at all. So I just get a kick out of this. I get a kick out of the stuff you guys write me. We're starting to see massive problems with places like Walmart. One person sent me a picture of a Walmart that has 16 containers outside to store the excess inventory right now that they cannot sell. Seasonal inventory. So guys, if you want a swimming pool, you just wait till next year and it'll be in container number 4. So that's happening right now before our eyes. This is not going to get better. It's not going to slow down. We're not going to see, a great, it's at the end of summer, things are going to pick up. It's just not going to happen, guys. Just not going to happen. But everything right now points to this escalating for months and continuing on and on and on. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Again, I love all the comments you guys send me. I love everything that you send me as far as the emails, the pictures, everything. We're seeing nothing but inventory problems with these stores. Some of them have too much inventory, but I want to know when they're going to start marking this stuff down, because the liquidation centers across the country are exploding with content. Now, discount shoppers and people that go to those discount places where they used to just buy returns from Walmart, Target, Amazon, things like that. No, guys, there's so much more. They're buying regular inventory for those liquidation centers. So again, if you guys need sporting equipment, if you need anything for your hobbies, whether it's fishing, whether it's hunting, anything, climbing, go look at these liquidation places and see if they have any sporting goods, because you're going to be shocked at the number of discounts that they have. Another sports retailer, Olympia went out of business, just filed bankruptcy out of the clear blue. I guess that was a big shock to everybody. So we're going to see this happening more and more and more. People cannot maintain their businesses. It's not happening. People just don't have the money with this right now. But I just don't like that people can just overcharge people and have it be, that's inflation that we're dealing with. I don't understand the insurance companies, HOAs, certain companies like that just don't have increases. Why are professional agencies? Why is the accountant charging more right now? What inflation does the accountant have with his pen, paper, pencils, and all that stuff? Well, because he can. That's why. Okay, you want your taxes done? It's going to cost you more this year. That type of thing. That's the mentality right now, and it's inflationary. So, share your thoughts on all this stuff. I love stuff like this. I love these stories. I love when people get furious and animated. When people get animated and they start to look, it makes them better shoppers, guys. They start to not spend money. People will wait in line for 2 hours to save 20 cents on gas and then go and buy something that's overpriced. I don't get it. But you're seeing more and more problems with inventory. I'm really south right now today as far as the beach. I am the city next to San Diego County. Behind me, behind San Clemente is the Marine base, is Camp Pendleton. And then behind that, you've got San Diego County. It starts with Oceanside and goes south to the border. So you don't see the container ships generally down here. But you're starting to see this escalate more and more and more. So Here in Southern California, there is a lot of truckers that have been affected by a company called CoreLogic. That was a factoring company. For those of you that don't know what a factoring company is, if you have receivables, if people owe you money, there are banks and there are institutions that will lend you money based on the fact that you have these receivables. And if they're commercial receivables, even better. You can go to these banks and they'll pay you immediately for these receivables. So let's say you're a truck driver and you're getting paid from Wilson Trucking, but they pay you on the 15th of the month. You can go to the factoring company. They will charge a discount, 3%, 5%, 10%, whatever it is, but they will give you money immediately based on those invoices, and then those companies will pay the factoring house. Here's the problem. CoreLogic went out of business. This factoring house went down for the count, and when they went down, it affected thousands of truckers. And a lot of these people now, so much so, cannot buy fuel, cannot pay insurance, cannot run their businesses right now on a daily basis. And with this, it's making them not having deliveries. You think we have a port problem now? You think we got a delivery problem now? This is going to escalate out of control over the course of the next 2 weeks because of the bankruptcy. They tried to get these people to sign up in the CCC, the UCC filing forms to get it so they could be released out of bankruptcy. That hasn't happened yet. So this thing is a complete nightmare. And again, you have to go to something like Freightways magazine to see this and the stories below, but this is going to affect everything. Now, I don't know about you, but I want my fruit delivered on time. I want my vegetables, I want my meat. I want all that stuff shipped from A to B. A trucker that has no money right now, that cannot buy fuel, is not going to be open to do this. That's the problem that you're going to experience. So with that, you haven't seen anything yet, guys, because this is only going to get worse. And everything's only shooting up right now. So from a professional standpoint, you're going to start to see things that are going to affect bigger things right now. And, great article about how the administration is renaming history and renaming things that we're going through right now. This is horrific, guys, what we're going through right now. This is the worst inflation in our lifetimes, bar none. And people that are old enough to remember the 70s, guys, come on, it's just getting out of control right now with how bad it is. And companies are capitalizing on this. The oil companies are making record profits on us. But some of these other companies that shouldn't be overcharging people are doing just that. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. I'm at the pier right now. I'm going to walk underneath the pier and get a good shot for you of this thing. But this is nice. It's absolutely beautiful. A lot of people out enjoying the day. And the tide's kind of out. So if you remember last time we were here, the waves were crashing underneath that thing and I couldn't walk underneath it. So, it's a little crazy. But this pier is really cool. This one goes out really far, and it's got restaurants up on top. But the thing that I can't stand about this pier is the gap when you walk on the pier is really wide. So if you dropped a cell phone or something, it'd be a fish bait, to say the least. Okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff. Let me know what you're sick of paying for. Let me know what is too high that shouldn't be too high. And again, professional services, the chicken and things like that, and the poultry and all that stuff, we know it's gone up. You guys, I could bore you with all those stats and everything, but it is ridiculous. These companies are making as much money as they are, and some people are just charging people more money just because they can. So let me know what you guys think about all this. I get a kick out of people say, don't worry, everything's going to be okay. We're going to fix it. How are you going to fix it? By taking care of it right now. When are you going to do it? We're working on it all the time. Okay, well, that is Neel Kashkari, the Minneapolis president of the Fed, that stepped forward to say, hey, listen, great news. It was on Face the Nation on Sunday over the weekend saying, don't worry, we're going to solve this problem. Well, sir, are we in a recession? I'm not focusing on that. I'm focusing on fighting inflation. Now, these guys haven't fought inflation at all. They haven't done a thing to fight inflation right now. By raising interest rates another 3/4 of a point is going to do nothing, by the way. So, climb underneath the pier. This is when you hope that there is no earthquake while you're here. So, but Mr. Kashkari, it's kind of ridiculous. To the Fed, we're going to fix it. What are you going to do? Make it our number one priority. Do you understand how if you had your alcoholic or fat friend, let's just use your fat friend, okay? I'm going to lose weight. How are you going to do it? By working on it. How are you going to work on it? By getting a plan. What's the plan? Taking it seriously. You would say that's why you're fat, fatso. Okay, well, Neil Kashkari, that's why we're in a recession, you fat, bald joke. Anyways, he's not fat, he's just bald. He looks like Lex Luthor. Anyways, CEOs, Exxon, Apple, and Facebook step forward. Great article out of Wall Street Journal where they're talking about how they feel that this quarter is completely different than last quarter. Things are different right now with business. Things are getting worse right now with business. And we see a noticeable difference. Well, lesson number one, guys, if you guys want to take things seriously, you've got to understand that business does change on a dime. We all have to look at that. But your life, your health, everything can change very quickly. And you have to take all this stuff seriously. So for the Fed to sit there and, we're going to work on it, this is ridiculous right now because these large companies that are cutting back, that understand that there is nothing but problems. Oh, plus I also misspoke. I said the company for the factoring company was CoreLogic. It was called Core Fund. Their Core Fund. Core Fund is the company. So I apologize for misspeaking earlier about that factoring company that is not paying the truckers. But the problem with this is that they're in a district court right now. That thing's in receivership also, and there's been a judge appointed. There's hundreds and hundreds of truckers that are affected by this. And just that one district court has got 140 people that haven't been paid. So 140 different trucking companies. It's horrible. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Do you think the Fed's doing anything to fix this right now? Because I don't see an end in sight with any of this stuff right now. And wishing everything away is going to do absolutely nothing for any of us. It's going to do nothing for business. It's going to make things worse. So share your thoughts. But you're supposed to go about your day. Don't forget this. Just go about your day. Go buy a house. Go get a big house. Okay? And everything's going to work out because we're going to take care of it. You got to love Elon Musk right now. Did you know that he filed a countersuit against Twitter? Yeah. Wow. Woo. Yeah. Well, he did it at the last minute before the court closed, under seal. That's one thing about being rich. You must have such great lawyers. I mean, he must have the greatest lawyers. Anyways, under seal, but it's 164 pages, and they said eventually we'll get redacted lines from this thing. But I guarantee you're gonna see that Elon is suing them because it's what they're telling us about the bots and how it's only 5% is all shenanigans, okay? So 164-page countersuit, and he's going to sue them to oblivion. And mark my words, this is going to close. Elon Musk is going to buy Twitter, like I've told you for the last month now, at a reduced price. Now, here's something else that's sick, is that in this world of not having to be able to have things be real, Wikipedia canceled the ability for you to edit the page on the word recession. Okay, who knew? Well, the guy that freaked out about this was Elon Musk. Elon Musk steps forward and says, how ridiculous is this that you can't have people talk about recession? Well, you guys can call it anything you want. Okay? Seriously. What we're living in is recessionary times heading to depressionary times. And whether you believe that or not, I don't care. All my clients, all my family, all my friends, everybody I know that's taking this serious, the people that write me hundreds of emails a day that I can read, all tell me the same thing. They're prepping, they're taking this seriously for the simple fact that these are bad times. People are spending less. So think about this. The term frugality, I'm not going to get wet today. Determine that. Okay? The term frugality is going to be the common. It's going to be the norm. And for those of you that don't know how to be frugal in any way, because you get paid on Friday and you can't figure out by Tuesday morning you have no money. Oh my God, I had such a good time. I think Saturday night. was great. The bar was excellent. I met that girl. Her name was, I forgot. Anyways, you're broke on Tuesday. You know what I mean? Those people are going to have a real problem. The rest of us that can have an ounce of discipline in our lives and cut things back, going to do just fine, because this is the shape of things to come. Talking to the foreclosure expert, talking to the real estate experts, talking to the people in the mortgage industry that are firing people left and right, talking to people that rent houses and rent homes and are seeing people, hey, how can I get out of my lease now? We just know we're going to lose our job and we can't afford this. That's happening right now. Well, we're going to sue you. We're going to come after you. Oh, okay. We want to give you the keys back and talk about, how we can get out of here. That's going to happen more and more, guys. So this is a beautiful beach. The waves are, when it's like this, it's very flat. But anyways, beautiful day. Not a care in the world. Okay? Inflation is your nightmare. There's so much news happening right now with everything in the economy. And they don't want to call it things like this. Now, think about the last video with the foreclosures and how the banks are sitting on that inventory and letting people not pay. And I'm telling you this, guys, right now, when you get that phone call and you're trembling because you're behind on your mortgage payment, you're a fool right now. You're an absolute fool if you have an ounce of sleepless nights. If you cannot get on the phone and negotiate this, it's not being rude to the bank. It's saying, hey, listen, you better fix this, or we're gonna get foreclosed on when you guys flip the switch. And you know what they'll do? They'll fix it right now. But again, just like the used cars, there's going to be a day when they won't fix it. And some people get it, some people don't. So these guys are loading this thing. Get a little better shot for you guys. So think about this, guys. Any problem that you have in business right now, work it out. Do what you can do to talk to these people if you owe them money. Because again, people will still negotiate with you. If you owe a bank money, hey, we got to work this out. If you have a high interest rate and you'd like it lowered, do what you can. Most things are going up right now, so that's going to be difficult. But if you want to change terms, hey, can you give me a 6-month reprieve on making the payment? Ask for it. Because if you say, can I get 2 months? Yeah, we can give you 2 months. Well, can you give me 6? Things don't work that way. So I can't tell if they're going out to the water or going in. So we're going to see. Now you got me curious. Okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys. Now think about this, because it's ridiculous and it's funny and it's pathetic and it's sad. Congress just decided not to self-regulate stock trading amongst themselves. Now, I would like a job where I make about $200,000 a year. I work there 4, 6 years, maybe 8, and leave with $30 million. That is the greatest return in the history of investing in finance. But again, Congress is not going to self-regulate their stock trades. This is outrageous, guys. It just is. The story's below. It's ridiculous. There is an app. If you guys have an Android phone, there are so many people that have been victims of malware from Android apps. This is the worst one, though. And you're going to see more and more of this because of the ingenuity of these scammers, where they have an app that will make you buy premium services. So you may get a free wallpaper app or a free photo editor or a free, shiny keyboard that is neon, but it'll automatically, once you have your account set up through the Google store, it will make you buy these upgrades that you don't know about. And at the end of the month, you'll be down hundreds of dollars. Now, the thieves, normally this gets caught by Google right away, but some of these are still on the App Store or the Google Store right now, and the story is below. But this is criminal, guys, that people are experiencing this right now. And I just think that you've got to watch this stuff. The biggest problem is with kids. When my son was young, I told him I'm never putting my credit card on your phone. And my ex-wife called me and said, "You owe me $88." For what? Because my son had gone out and bought all these upgrades for his game. And I told her that's why I wouldn't put my credit card on the phone. So it's a much bigger argument than that. But story for another day. So imagine that happened automatically and you not been able to cancel it. That's the worst part. Now, in the UK, this is a big week because they anticipate that they're going to raise interest rates 0.5 percentage point for their prime lending rate in the UK. The big problem with this is that the average mortgage is written basically fixed for 2 years. And a lot of these people that have 2-year mortgages, think about this. The average mortgage in UK is going to go up £1,334. How much is that, you ask? I looked it up. It's $1,665 US dollars. Now, I want you to tell me where you're going to get an additional $1,665 to make your house payment. Okay? Where's that money come from, guys? So these people that are getting hit with these bills, I feel for you, but this is the shape of things to come, and this is why you do everything you can to not get those adjustable mortgages, because this is the kiss of death with people. And it's, again, interest rates are never going to go up. The guy's an idiot. That guy in California, walking on the beach, holding the phone up, he's a complete tool. Okay. My house payment's not going up, guys. Remember that. Okay? So share your thoughts on all this stuff. And all the people from the UK, I love your stories. People from Australia, I love your stories. All the stuff that we're experiencing right now is absolutely insane right now. So share your thoughts on all this stuff, guys, because it is getting insane right now. I'm going to end this video with these last few stories. The first one, Procter & Gamble, the makers of Tide, Dawn dish soap. They have a warning for everybody, and they're saying they see big problems with the economy right now. And they see that people are not stocking up right now and buying excess soap. They're buying just what they need, but they're also buying the knockoff brands more and more, and those sales are growing. And don't be fooled, Procter & Gamble owns some of the knockoff brands, but they see a big problem, and that big companies need to get themselves ready for this and understand that there's going to be massive changes with this. I never knew this was possible. Think about this. There's a problem with people selling pirated books on Amazon, where you'll take an author's book and people will print it and they'll sell it on Amazon. I mean, from a writer's standpoint, this is one thing I never dreamed that this could happen. And it's horrific. And these poor people that are experiencing this, I really feel for them. But, some of these guys, like one guy was looking for his stuff. He goes, "Hey, this is my book, and I'm not making the money from this." So he started to buy it, and the printing's horrible, and it's just a complete knockoff, and the digital stuff has pages missing. But the fact that people can do this on Amazon still is unbelievable. So I don't know, have you ever bought something on Amazon and it was a knockoff and it wasn't right? Share your thoughts, guys, because that's absolutely crazy that somebody can get away with this. Now, the final thing was a woman out of New York that had been arrested shoplifting over 100 times. Now think about this winner. She calls herself a professional booster, a professional shoplifter. That's what she does for a living. I go out and steal, and she's been arrested 100 times, has done no serious jail time until now, because they went to detain her and she fought back. She punched and kicked and spit at everybody and the security guards, and they arrested her. And now they're going to detain her, and she's not being let go. So I think her name is Michelle McNeely. Winner, okay? So winner, professional booster, okay? Her parents must be so proud. So again, that's the world that we live in, guys. So share your thoughts on all this stuff. I hope everybody's doing good. We're going to make August a great month. We're going to fight through all this stuff, guys. Do not I'm telling you guys, this stuff is real. This stuff is bad. People are taking advantage of it. You can call it whatever you want, but we are living through a very difficult time right now. And I'm telling you this right now, 10 years from now, we're going to look back at this and the insanity of what we're experiencing right now, and we're all going to remember these times and definition changes and things like that. So don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to join the email list, sign up for the email list. And if you want more exclusive content, there's Patreon. A bunch of cool announcements coming very soon. Onward and upward, guys. Reach out. I will see you guys very soon.